I'll say boogie woogie feng shui. Is it feng shui or feng shui or who knows?
It's feng shui.
Fu Manchu.
That's a different thing.
Bong woogie.
I know.
Feng shui.
Yeah. So, all in all, Boogie Woogie Feng Shui, session number 21 of Cowboy Bebop. If this is the one I'm thinking about, this is going to be fun. I thought it was 2 episodes ago, or 2 or 3 episodes ago, but I was wrong. That being said, if this is in fact it, I'm going to be very happy. I mean, I'm very happy anyway. I mean, watching more Cowboy Bebop. I mean, what more could I ever want?
We're close to the end, my friend.
I was telling Andrew, like, it's going to be good either way, like, good episodes either way, but, like, we've watched my top 5 so far already. So, like, my next favorite thing is actually the movie.
Really?
Yeah, and then besides the outro episodes, like the
the finale.
Yeah.
The 2 final episodes are
so, like, my top 5, like, the one we just watched, Mad Pierre or
Pierre LaFaux.
Yeah, Pierre LaFaux.
Yeah.
And then the second episode with the casino, Ed's introduction, and Heavy Metal Queen, and then the Ganymede elegy. Yeah. Or probably my favorite
Those
ones.
are good.
Five top 5. So.
Yeah, I'd have to think about my top 5 because there's a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones.
I think I'd have to rewatch it. That's what I was telling him.
No,
I think
that's
I'd have
fair.
to rewatch it to really decide which ones I really liked and the ones I just kind of liked. And
Fair enough. Now, and heck, man, if y'all want to, we can do a separate video where we just talk about our top 5 episodes. Like, each of us, like, what we do is we write it down and then we bring it in and we have no other influence other than our own personal thoughts. And we explain why we like those episodes the best. Like it doesn't have to be like a massive synopsis, but just say, I like it because that's where Ed's introduced.
Yeah.
Or you could just be like, I like it because saxophone.
he's got a good title.
Yeah.
Immortal Benjamin Button tiny person puppet thing.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah. I liked it because Venus and Spike had a high voice.
Yeah.
That was a good one, too.
There's a lot of really good episodes in this series. And we're now rearing to go into the final act of this show, which will start, I believe, whenever the movie... I think they said after episode 23?
Could be. So after the movie, basically.
Yeah, after the movie is the final act, which...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it was the movie and then the last couple.
Yeah, the
So
movie...
basically, next week we'll be watching 22 and 23, and then the next week we'll be watching the movie.
Yeah, the movie's interesting. The movie's very interesting.
But you guys got to remind me to bring the movie with me.
Actually, I think they got it on here on Hulu.
Oh, if they have it on
I'll
there, that's
check
fine.
and see if they don't.
It was always very hard for me to find, so I was actually very surprised whenever that girl just brought me a copy and was like, "Here you go," and I was like, "Holy crap, you found it!"
Yeah, I actually remembered when I gave the series to Micah to watch, and then I was just like, "Oh, and here's the movie. Watch the movie between episode." I remembered what it was 100% back then. 23 between episodes 23 and 24, and he was just like, "Okay," and all of a sudden he was just like, he brought all of it back to me later, and he was just like, "That was really good. That was really, really good." And a compliment from Micah like that, I'm just like, dude, are you okay? Do you have a pulse still, man? Are you all right?
Micah recognizes goodness when he sees it.
He does, I know. But still, though, for him to pay compliment to that, and every time we mention Cowboy Bebop around him, he's like, "Oh, Space Cowboys." I'm like, yeah, you got it. So, anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are now diving into session number 21, Boogie Woogie Feng Shui. Let's see what we have here. All right, and 3, 2, 1.
Good popping noise. That was pretty legit.
I've come to master it over time. My timing still needs work, though.
This peculiar story began on a blazing hot day. I got an email from an old acquaintance of mine.
Nope, this isn't it.
There
My
was no
mistake.
explanation. Seek the holy beast of Anzan. I am where the 4 gods meet.
So this is a different one?
Yeah. I was hoping it would be, but I was wrong.
Carl's background was unknown, but he had a reputation as one of the 3 greatest feng shui masters on Mars. I suppose you couldn't have sent me that message from here, could you?
The one who visits from the inauspicious door receives word from the heavens and will lead me to the Sunstone. Just like the Pakua said.
What are you aiming at? Heck of a place for target practice.
Yeah?
Whoa!
This way!
Just dive into the water, why don't you?
Well, that was a pretty close one, huh?
And what are you up to?
Take a look over there. Jed's got a friend.
Hmm? Oh.
It's a fine romance.
She's too young for that.
Not too young. Maybe he's got
Carl's little girl, huh? I just didn't expect you to be this old already, Mayfa.
Huh?
I'm sure you don't remember this. When you were this little, I met you when I was visiting your father.
Here you are. Oh, thank you.
Peeps.
You Jet's girlfriend?
Oh,
Does
easy.
he have a thing for you? All is fair in love and war.
Tell that to the police.
Jet, why were you at my father's grave? Message. Seek the holy beast of Anzan. I am where the 4 gods meet. What's this?
This is a message that was sent here by your father.
When?
3 days ago.
It means he knew. Can you help me, please?
Huh?
It has to be. It's about the Sunstone.
Sunstone? What's that?
The direction, the day, and the time you arrived were all the best combination for feng shui.
I could have just blown the whole thing off, but something made me hang on.
But you see some old man practicing Tai Chi in the park,
The universe
and you look closer
is
and you
composed
realize it's
of the
actually a
3
homeless guy on
Chis.
heroin.
One is the Chi of heaven, the energy that comes from the sun. Universal feng shui is the science that reads these natural energies and applies them to everyday life.
Ice cream.
Huh?
Universal feng shui.
It has the power to turn bad luck into good luck. I never spent any time like this talking with my father.
Wait a minute. First of all, I'm not old enough to be your father, all right? Why, if anything, I could be your boyfriend. I mean, I'd be more like your older brother.
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream cone.
Easy there, Jet. You're gonna get a brain freeze.
Let's go, big brother. Anzan refers to this building, the Mountain Hotel. Over there! Blue Dragon! White Tiger! Snake and Tortoise! Red Phoenix!
What's that?
The Zenith Cross. It's the 4 gods. It's here. It's the Sunstone.
You sure about that?
You know, those chi tablets like that, I've always been interested in trying to understand how they work.
Yeah.
Was that like the original iPad or something?
No.
Careful.
The Sunstone.
A black rock?
Uh-oh.
A bottle of Lao Chu. I don't need a glass.
Yeah, you give him what for, girl?
What are you guys up to?
Huh. You think I'm gonna tell you that? Not a chance, Baldy.
Say it again.
We're on assignment.
So you're syndicate scumbags.
It's Pow. We were after him, but he got away. We tracked the message he sent. That's what led us to you.
Yeah, I believe you.
Ouch.
Look at these
Damn.
cheesy glasses.
He's alive?
Every time we solved the mystery, it just led to new ones, darker and more.
That's a really
unsettling
cool
than the ones
scene.
before.
Yeah.
So this is a piece of the moon from that gate accident 50 years ago.
Feng Shui masters call it the Sunstone. You see, all the time-space fluctuations were absorbed by the stone.
Looks like a plain old moon rock to me, you know?
Hey.
Hey, how much is it worth if you try to sell it?
All right. You two smoke outside if you need to smoke.
Come on, you're joking around, right?
Do I look like I'm joking to you? It's my ship. What are you gonna do with this sunstone?
I don't know. I have no idea. My father had something in mind, but what? Huh?
Hey!
The Lopan.
What is it?
It can't be. It shouldn't spin like that. I took the magnet off. I see.
The stone.
I get it now.
Eh? Like, lady, I just picked this stone up because I wanted to look cool.
You see, my father has a sunstone as well. The two stones resonate to one another. If we follow the energy, it'll lead us to my father.
So that's why Pa wanted you to find this stone.
I don't know why he sent that message to you. And not to me. My father believed in universal feng shui and nothing else. He couldn't believe in people. So my mother left him, and she took me with her. And what's the reason why those men were after my father? They're bad men. How did they know him?
Pao was a consultant for a major syndicate. That's the real story. He leaked some inside information to me back when I was a detective with ISSP. See, he was looking for a way out, and he thought I could help him find it. Once you join a syndicate, they own you forever.
I'm sure this is the right spot.
Wait, hold on. Got company.
This is your little party, Jet.
Battle stations or die with the ship. Those are your options.
Fair enough.
Robot ships.
Do it fast!
Alright.
Dumping.
Spike, hit it with your plasma cannon.
Woo! It's a rupture in space-time.
It's a space whirlpool.
Hey, ship.
Looks like you made it in time, Jack.
How? You're alive.
Mayfa, it's been a long time.
I can't get any closer.
Yes, I know. There's no oxygen left here anyway. I sent you that message because I hoped you'd managed to bring my daughter out here. Mayfa, it's so wonderful to see you one last time.
I hated you. For all those years. But now I don't.
Shit had to get so deep.
No, I don't know if it was a good thing
Right
or a
at the
bad
end of
thing
the
that
episode,
brought
they
it
gonna
out there.
fuck us up.
Yep.
But that is how this peculiar case ended. Life returned to the same daily routine just like before. One thing has changed though. When I read the news, I never check the horoscopes anymore.
Yeah, they did get heavy on us there at the end.
A little bit.
I mean, damn.
That was some Deep Space Nine shit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, sending out a message just so he could effectively say goodbye. I mean, that's...
So I'm guessing he somehow like from what I gather from this episode, like he just found some way to take himself out of regular space and time or something like that to where the syndicate couldn't find him or whatever.
Effectively,
he probably wasn't able to get back out after he did.
Effectively, I think that's the case because you see, we still don't know fully how time and space operate. Now, they've invented hyperspace in this for the convenience of travel and also for the convenience of sealing some stuff away in hyperspace. For instance, in episode 4, Gateway Shuffle, where they trapped the monkey business virus in hyperspace with the family as well, and effectively that's how you can trap people in hyperspace because they're on a different plane of existence. Whereas here, I think he discovered how to get to a different plane of existence and hide there, but I don't think he could account for how he'd be able to get back, even if there was a way to get back. I think maybe he knew he either would succeed or he would fail, and he failed, and he knew he wanted to at least say goodbye, and he did. And family ties like that, I mean, shit like that is always complicated because, you spend time away from people, you grow to resent them, and then eventually sometimes you're willing to let things go because I forget who said it exactly, but life is way too short to be pissed off all the time. And some ways you blame yourself, other times you blame the person that you're the most mad at, but at the end, I mean, sometimes you just gotta try and forgive.
Yeah, it's easier to forgive than to live with the grief of like being angry and resentful towards your family.
Yeah.
I feel like. I mean, now there's certain limitations and places you have to draw the line where you have to cut people off. They're toxic and just terrible for your life.
I mean, I've had to do that with family members before.
But there's also petty fucking bullshit that I've fought with my family over. And a lot of shit with my family that I've gotten into doesn't even really concern me. It's like one family member having an issue with another one. You know what I'm saying?
You get involved in the middle somehow. Yeah, I've been there. I mean,
or they just assume that you're on the other person's side or something like that.
Oh, had that happen. So. Well, for instance, my mom and my dad, even though they're divorced and have been for the majority of my life now, I've actually known them longer. I've known them longer divorced than I have known them together, which to me, when that happened, it was a really weird feeling.
I never knew my parents together, ever.
Yeah,
they were divorced before I was like a 1-year-old baby.
I was
very similar.
I was officially I was 12 whenever my parents separated, and they tried to make it work a few times, which was a nightmare. But by the time I was 14, they grew apart and they officially got divorced. And I remembered I think it was like a year later. I thought, oh, maybe they'll get back together, maybe this and that. No. And they still butt heads over the most minute because, for instance, my dad works all the time. He's a working man. Always has been, always will be. He got remarried, and he has two daughters, my little sisters, Chloe and Sophie, who I love to death. I love them absolutely. But my mom thinks that my dad should pay more attention to me and my sister because we are his actual children, to which I've always told my mom, unless you are in Dad's situation, you really can't say a damn thing about how he's supposed to live. I'm 31 and Ashley is 34.
Yeah, as an adult, I feel like, I mean, and this is just me, my relationship with my parents is more like a friendship type thing more than it is like I need
a father and a son.
Yeah, like I don't. I mean, they're always going to be like my mom and dad and everything, but it's not like I need the cradle of parenthood to hold on to me, and
you
know, like you do when you're growing up as like a kid. Like, I don't think about, did they get me the nicest Christmas presents, or you know what I mean?
Like, I don't think about that either anymore, man. I mean, I've told my parents a long time ago, instead of buying me like birthday presents and stuff like that, if I can just spend the day with you all and like spend time,
it's more about just chilling with them. And
instead of trying to build this familial tie that honestly doesn't mean what it used to, because you've grown into being an adult. You're not a child anymore. And my mom has always told me that I'll always be her child and I'll always be her baby. But at the same time, me as a 31-year-old man, I look at that and I think to myself, I love my mother to death. I would never say any cross word about her, but I don't want to hold her back, and I don't want to feel like she's coddling me in some ways. Which my sister, on the other hand, she fully accepts it. She lives off my mom. She lives through my mom. And whenever things don't go her way, she blames my mom every single time.
Well, there's nothing wrong with having family ties to where your people help you out and look out for you, though. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like...
Well, yeah, but...
I think it's shitty whenever people are just like, oh, my child is a certain age, no matter what the world is throwing at them right now, fuck them. You got to be like this, you know. I had to deal... Me and my dad butted heads a lot when I became an adult, when I first did, just simply because it was kind of the mentality of I need to handle my own shit right now, automatically, immediately.
Yeah.
It was different for us than it was for his generation to do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And so I had to struggle big fucking time. But in modern times, I think reflecting back on that, he understands that that's kind of like bullshit. Like, that's not the way shit works for our generation to do.
It took my dad longer to realize that too. My mom was more accepting, especially me doing this, me doing YouTube and trying to do my own thing here. My mom was more accepting, although she still every now and again is just like, you know, if you worked one day a week at the post office, you'd have so much benefit from healthcare. And I'm like, yeah, and I'd want to shoot myself in the head for working at the fucking post office.
The saying going postal is a thing for a reason.
Yeah, but, and then my dad, I mean, it wasn't until I was able to pay all of my bills and that he realized that there is something here.
Isn't it crazy that that's like what fucking validates you as a person to people?
Well,
even smart people, even good people, for some reason though, it's like a social thing that what you're doing isn't important unless what you're doing makes you money, and money is what makes you an important person.
Well, even then, dude, even then it's still not taken seriously. It's just like that kid who won $3 million playing Fortnite. And people are just like, wait, you won $3 million playing a video game? What are you going to do when you actually grow up? To which the kid's just like...
Be richer than you, bitch.
Exactly.
He's probably going to stay really fucking good at video games.
Stay really rich.
Stay making a lot of fucking money.
Well, yeah, there's people who made a tremendous amount of money playing video games. And some people don't do it for the money. Some people do it for the passion for it, and they love doing it. I mean... Me, I love doing stuff like this. I love, recording videos with y'all and having these conversations, and it's just whatever you're passionate about. If you're passionate about it, and you just so happen to be good enough at it to where people like you and people want to see what you all have to say and all that, then they'll keep coming back. In which, that's what we have here, and I cannot express just how happy I am that things have worked out the way they have. I mean, and every now and again, my family and I, we still butt heads on things. I mean, what family
you know they're proud of you, though, man.
I know. What? And
you know
the only one who resents me in any way is my sister.
Imagine that.
Well, she thinks I've had everything handed to me, literally. To which, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry, but no.
Well, she knows better than that. I know better than that. I've seen you in some rough times, man. We've been in rough times together.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were living in a house where a guy was dealing black tar heroin at the back door, unbeknownst to us.
Unbeknownst to us, we were living in the fucking
trap. Yeah, we thought he was just trafficking weed. We thought he was just like dealing with that shit.
I knew he was selling cocaine, but
I didn't know about the coke. But the heroin, I was just like, are you getting high, dude? Are you like... Well, of course you're probably high.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah.
But
God,
it was
dude,
one
that
of
was
those
hard
situations where you're just like, the rent's cheap. It's a sketchy situation, but we had to have somewhere to stay.
Dude, remember when I left to go somewhere for like 3 days? I come back, my door has been effectively been cracked open, and someone is sleeping in my bed.
I don't remember that, but it doesn't surprise me.
Oh, and not only that, but I also get my shit I get both of my cameras, I get my PlayStation 3 and my Xbox all stolen by a dude named Adam Atari. I kid you not, that is his last name. Adam Atari stole my shit and then took it to G2K and tried to sell it. He did sell it, and I caught it. I was just like, dude, I told you. I called you all in advance. Be on the lookout for these. And he's like, well, I'm sorry. Like, never mind. But that was...
But you got all your shit back.
No, I never got my cameras back.
Really?
Nope.
Didn't he go to jail for that, though?
Grand larceny, man. Yeah. I was called by the police, say I might be brought in to be a character witness, but turns out he just confessed right then and there. He said, I'm guilty. Yeah, he opened a plea of guilty, and he got, I think, 3 years for grand larceny.
You can't be stealing people's shit, man.
Exactly, and what did he expect to happen? I mean, he just came in, jacked my shit, and fucked off. And I'm like, if I'd have caught him in the act, I'd have elbowed his fucking nose. I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I remember when I first came over to the house that you all were living in, that's when Stringer was still living there.
Yeah.
Dude, he was a case, man.
Yeah.
Still is a case.
We had good times.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. All right. Well, God have mercy. I don't know where the hell we went with this.
We started out with parents, and then we just started telling our whole life stories.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's how it goes. All right. Well, that was Cowboy Bebop, Boogie Woogie Feng Shui. This was session number 21. We are entering the home stretch, ladies and gentlemen. With 5 more episodes and the movie, and then we will be done with this. I'm not saying that as it's like a chore, but damn, we'll be done with this, and I'll be done watching this for I've lost count how many times I've watched this damn series now.
I think it's like the 4th time I've watched it.
Yeah,
4th or 5th.
Still a damn good watch. Still, after all these years.
Not counting like the multiple times I've started it with people that didn't finish it because they suck.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
You all know who you are.
Yes, you do.
And you all probably suck.
Oh, all right.
For various reasons. Besides just not finishing Cowboy Bebop.
All right, well, jeez. Ladies and gentlemen.
He's hangry.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Nick.
I'm Hat Guy.
And we will see you all in the next one.
See you, Space Cowboy.
Ah, you got it this time.